Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spring Into Reading. This week we have an exciting update for you. We're bringing another reading challenge to you on our Beanstack app. As you've probably heard, we're partnering with the town of Shelburne and the Rotary Club of Shelburne to bring a drive-in style movie night to you on Saturday, May 15th. We, in partnership with the town and Rotary, have decided to give a prize, and that will be entrance into the drive-in movie night for one carload and a family snack bag to go along with that, which has a ton of goodies in it. But in order to qualify for this prize, you need to participate in our Spring Into Reading challenge. Rose, what do you have for us this week?
So, Jay, this is a little mystery that I just picked up. Actually, one of our patrons donated a number of the paperbacks by Lisa Scottaline, and this one's called Moment of Truth. So, picture yourself as a father or parent, and this is what happens to Jack Newlin here, a very highly respected corporate lawyer. Comes home for dinner and finds his wife dead. Right away, he thinks he knows who has killed her, and so he decides to frame himself for the murder. Gets some of the blood on himself and calls the police, calls 911, says, "I'm entering a guilty plea, and I did it, here's how it happened," and so on. What's most interesting, too, is to make it more convincing, he tries to hire the most inexperienced lawyer he can find. What he doesn't reckon with, though, is that Mary D'Annunzio is a tough, really investigative lawyer, and she feels he's lying, that somehow. And how is she going to defend her client when he doesn't really want to be defended, and yet still get to the truth, because she's all about truth and integrity. So we follow this story through because you may already guess, or you will certainly, that Jack thinks his daughter Paige has committed the murder, and that's who he's trying to protect in all this. And how all that plays out makes for a very intriguing story. And I'm not going to tell you the end result, but it's a good one.
I needed to take a bit of a break from the thriller genre this week because I finished up Alice Feeney's I Know Who You Are last week, and I still can't decide whether it's kind of a 1-star book or a 5-star book because of the plot twist that happened in it. So I opted for another genre that I really like, which is kind of frontiers or wilderness survival. And for this week, I listened to The Revenant on our Libby app. Now, the library also has a print copy here, so if you prefer that sort of format, it's here for you. The Revenant follows Hugh Glass, who's a frontiersman in the late 1800s, and he's a part of a fur company that's working their way up the Grand River to one of their outposts. While they're stopped one night, he is violently attacked by a grizzly bear, leaving him basically for dead. The captain of their group decides to leave 2 men with him and kind of wait out his death to be able to bury him. But the one man who's left with him is kind of a shady character, and after a sighting of what he sees as a threatening party off in the distance there, they decide to rob Glass and leave him for dead. The rest of this book follows Glass and his 300-mile slog to get to the outpost the rest of the company is going to, and basically his drive to seek revenge on these 2 men who not only left him for dead, but robbed him of all of the implements that would give him any chance of survival in the American frontier at that time. I would definitely try checking out The Revenant. If you want something that's a little less fictionalized and a little more real, I would try John Krakauer's Into the Wild. We want to thank you guys for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.